There is a big difference between courage and confidence. So, if you've been hanging out with me for any length of time, that I talk a lot about courage. I actually don't talk that much about confidence, although now with Lubadoos and the chapter books and the brand we're building for our youth, I definitely am talking more about confidence. But I really wanted to make a point here is that sometimes people think confidence comes first or that it is all about confidence. But I'm here to tell you that it is all about courage. When you choose the courage to try something, that will give you a little more confidence. Now, at the same time, sometimes you find the courage to try something and it doesn't work out, and that breaks down confidence. So I kind of want to back up a little bit because think about how kids are. Kids come into the world, look at me, I can try this, I can do this, watch me, right? That's how kids are. And then somewhere along the way, we try something and it doesn't work out. Or we do something and we're made fun of. Or you say something good about yourself, and this is about junior high, and one of the other girls says, "Oh, you're so conceited." Whatever it is, something happens along the way, and our confidence is broken. And so, while I think, courage is kind of a separate matter because I think anything worth having, doing, or being requires it. But I'm talking here about having confidence in something. It's going to require courage, period. So that's really what needs to be built first. Like I said, we come into the world with it, but at some point along the way, we lose our confidence. And that can even impact our courage, right? Well, heck no, I'm not going to try again. I'm scared to do that again. And so I really think that's why instilling courage in our youth is the most important to me. I mean, aside from faith, but that is, a personal matter. But as far as what I'm trying to do here with Lubadoos is through these adventure stories and through all of the different things. We've got a game we're working on. We have a lot of things going, but at the core of everything, even though it's magical and adventuresome and exciting, and you're on the edge of your seat with these stories, and you get into the characters and they become lovable and all of that. And there's different themes. We have self-worth, and we have patience, and we have not giving up, and dreaming again, and being yourself and not following the crowd. A lot of things that are so important for our youth. They're important for all of us, actually. We have all of that, but at the core of all of our adventures, at the core of everything, is courage. And courage is not something that just comes along one day. Yes, some people are more courageous than others, really naturally. Some people are even kind of daredevils. So I think obviously we have different levels of natural courageousness, but I know 100% that every single person has already proven courage. Because if you've ridden a bike, walked into a classroom for the first time, tried math the first time, whatever it is that you did the first time, no matter how young you were, it took courage. So everybody's proven that they can. It's just a matter of choosing it. It's a matter of saying that when I do this, right? When I choose courage, I'm going to be scared half to death. But we do it anyway. That's what courage is all about. And then when that is chosen, and we do it over and over again, no matter how many times we fail or feel like we failed, no matter how many times we feel stupid, no matter how many times we make mistakes, no matter how many times we fall down and get back up, we keep choosing it. It helps to build our confidence. So confidence is very important. That says, that's kind of like the belief I can do something. But it starts with having the courage. It starts with having the courage to believe you can, having the courage to put yourself out there, no matter what happens. Because, I'm going to do a whole nother video on this, but adversity is not our enemy. And I think we're all running around trying to avoid it. And when we do that, we are not giving ourselves the opportunity to build courage. So there's a big difference, like I said, between courage and confidence. They go together really, really well. but it starts with courage. It starts with choosing courage, and that helps us to develop and build confidence. And that's what I'm doing with Lubadoos. I hope it's what you're doing in your life.